Welcome you all. I am Karthik Gupta. Today we are going to discuss the topic profit and loss. Okay, profit and loss is an important topic. In the clerical level you can expect one or two. In the PO level you can expect one or two, and in the SO level you can expect one or two. Okay, so profit and loss is a very important topic, and basically speaking it's a very simple topic. Okay, only thing is you have to improve your analyzing skills as well as you have to see the problem in a different perspective. Okay, you have to see the problem in a different approach. Okay, then only you can solve the problems very easily in profit and loss. You should understand the meaning of the terminologies what we are going to use today. Okay, so first one is cost price. What do you mean by cost price? See, first one is the cost price. Cost price. It is indicated as CP. So what do you mean by cost price? See here, for example, I have to sell this stylus. Okay, so I have bring this stylus to sell for some people. So while bringing this stylus, I have invested some money. The money what I have invested for stylus, the selling and distribution expenses, each and every expenses what it is incurred to sell the stylus. Okay, so the total investment what it is incurred to sell this stylus is called cost price. So cost price is nothing but the total investment or the total expenditure is called as cost price. So to sell this stylus, I have brought this stylus from some other person. I have paid some money for that person, and along with that I have paid for the distribution, the selling, the courier charges, the stamp charges, all those things and all. Overall expenses what I am going to get before selling this pen to bring this pen from that person to here. Okay, that is called the total investment. That investment is called cost price. Okay, so cost price is nothing but the total investment is equal to total investment. Total investment. Next, what do you mean by selling price? See, selling price, few people are going to give the definition like this: a price what we sell including the profit. Okay, so that is not the actual definition. Okay, the actual definition is at what price we sell, that price is called selling price. We may sell at 10 rupees. Consider the cost price of this stylus is 100. We may sell this for 10 rupees. So the selling price is 10. We may sell this for 50 rupees. The selling price is 50. We may sell this for 500 rupees. The selling price is 500. We may sell this for 100 only. So the selling price is 100. Here the profit, the loss, okay, it doesn't matter. Only the thing is at what price you are selling, only that matters. Okay, so at what price you are going to sell the product, that price is called selling price. This is very important, because while discussing the concept called discount, you should know what is selling price. Okay, so before going to those concepts, you first understand what is selling price. So selling price means at what price we are going to sell the product. Those price are called as selling price. Okay, so selling price we know. We have already learned what is selling price. Okay, at what price we sell, okay, at what price we sell is called selling price. Next, profit. The next is profit. For example, the cost price of this stylus is rupees 100 and I am selling this stylus for rupees 120. So extra 20 rupees I got for this sale transaction. Okay, so that 20 rupees is called profit. Consider the cost price as 500 and I am selling for 600 rupees. In this transaction I am getting an extra amount, that is 100, because 500 is the cost price, that is the money what I have invested, and I am selling this for rupees 600 and I am gaining extra 100 in the middle. So that 100 is called profit. So when you are going to get profit, so when the selling price is more than cost price, when selling price is more than cost price and selling price minus cost price is equal to profit. Selling price minus cost price is equal to profit. While getting profit, you should always remember that selling price will be more than cost price. Okay, so next, what do you mean by loss? Okay, for example, consider the cost price of this stylus as rupees 100 and I am selling it for rupees 90. and I am selling it for rupees 90. In this transaction, I lost rupees 10. 100 rupees is the cost price, that is the money what I have invested, and I am selling it for rupees 90. So 10 rupees in the transaction I lost. Okay, so that is called loss. Okay, 100 rupees I may sell at 80 rupees. So in the transaction I lost 20 rupees. Okay, so this is called loss. While getting loss, always you have to remember the cost price is more than the selling price. Therefore, the loss equation, cost price minus selling price is equal to loss. Cost price minus selling price is equal to loss. In least cases, we are going to use these two formulas. Okay, always you have to come through concept. See, it's a common sense. 100 rupees is the investment and we are selling for 150 rupees. What is the profit? 50 rupees is the profit. Orally you can solve. No need to write down each and every time the formula and no need to solve. 100 rupees is the investment cost price and I am selling it for rupees 80. What is the loss? 20 is the loss. Okay, so no need to write down each and every time the formula to calculate. Orally you can calculate the problems. Okay, fine. Next is profit percentage. Very important thing, that is profit percentage. Now, what do you mean by profit percentage? Okay, how much percentage of profit I am getting? That is called profit percentage. Now, for example, you may get rupees 30 as profit. Now, how much percentage of profit you got, that you have to calculate. So, two things arises here. On what amount you have to calculate the profit percentage, whether with respect to the cost price or with respect to the selling price. See here, 100 rupees is the cost price of this stylus and I am selling this stylus for rupees 120. The profit what I got is rupees 20. Now, what is my profit percentage? Whether I have to calculate the profit percentage with respect to cost price or selling price. Always you have to remember the profit percentage is always calculated on cost price. The money what you have invested, for that invested amount you have to calculate the profit percentage. I have invested rupees 100 and I am selling it for rupees 120. For that I got rupees 20. For 100 rupees investment I am getting 20 rupees profit. I have not invested 120. The selling price is 120, but I have invested only 100. For that 100 I am getting 20 rupees profit. For 120 I am not getting profit, 120 rupees profit. For the invested amount I am getting the profit. I have invested rupees 100 and I am getting 20 rupees profit. Based on my investment, always I have to calculate the profit percentage. So, profit percentage is always calculated with respect to cost price. That is profit by cost price into 100. Profit by cost price into 100. Next, loss percentage. Again, I have invested rupees 100 and I am selling this stylus for rupees 80. In the transaction, I lost rupees 20. Okay, so now on what amount you have to calculate the loss percentage, whether on 80 or 100. Always remember, you have to calculate the loss percentage on the cost price. Okay, always you have to calculate the loss percentage on cost price. This is very important. Okay, because whatever the money I have invested, based on that I am going to get a loss. Okay, so 100 rupees is the invested money. For that 100 I got return only 80. In the middle I lost 20. So, with respect to that 100 I have to calculate the loss percentage. Okay, so the loss percentage is loss by cost price into 100. Loss by cost price into 100. Okay, so let us take an example. The cost price is rupees 400. Selling price is rupees 500. Then what do you mean by profit, or how much profit you are going to get? The profit what we are going to get is selling price minus cost price. See, each and every time you should not do like this. Orally you have to calculate. So that is 500 minus 400 which is equal to 100. So 100 rupees profit I got. Now I have to calculate the profit percentage. I have to calculate the profit percentage. So the profit percentage is equal to profit divided by cost price into 100. Profit by cost price into 100. So the profit is 100 divided by cost price is 400 into 100 into 100. So you are going to get 25% profit. You are going to get 25% profit. Okay. In other words, they can ask you the question like this. In other words, they can ask you the question like this. You are getting 25% profit. You are getting 25% profit. The profit percentage is 25%. Now, the cost price is 400. The cost price is 400. And you have to calculate the selling price. So what is selling price? So what is the selling price? You have to calculate. See here, selling price means cost price plus profit. See, whatever the amount you have invested, for that if you add the profit and if you sell, that will be the selling price. So cost price, for that if you add profit, you are going to get the selling price. So here the cost price is rupees 400. Cost price is rupees 400 and you have to calculate 25% and you have to calculate 25%. 25% is nothing but 1/4. Okay, so 1/4 for 400 is equal to rupees 100. So that is the profit amount. See how easy to calculate. 25% is the profit, so that has to be calculated on cost price. So because of that reason, we are calculating the 25% on rupees 400. So 400 by 4, that is equal to 100, that is the profit. Therefore, selling price is equal to, always remember, orally you can do, selling price is nothing but the profit along with the investment if you get profit. If you get loss, cost price minus loss is the selling price. Okay. So here in this case we are getting profit. So selling price is equal to cost price. For that we are getting profit, that is 100, which is equal to 500. So this is the selling price. So this is the selling price. Very simple to calculate. Again, if you get 25% loss, see here, if you get 25% loss, so 25% loss, cost price is rupees 400. Now you have to calculate the selling price. So what is the selling price? You have to calculate. See, whether it is a loss or whether it is a profit, always the loss percentage or the profit percentage you have to calculate on the cost price. So here the cost price is 400. So for this 400 you have to calculate 25%. You have to calculate 25%, which is loss. So 25% will be how much? 400. 25% is nothing but 1/4. 25% is nothing but 1/4. So 400 by 4, again it is equal to 100. Okay. So now what is the selling price? What is the selling price? Selling price is equal to cost price minus loss. So that is equal to 400 minus 100, which is equal to 300. See, very simple to calculate, very simple to calculate. Okay. So next, if they give the selling price and the profit percentage and they are going to ask you to calculate the cost price and they are going to ask you to calculate the cost price. See here, profit percentage is equal to 20. Profit percentage is equal to 20. Cost price we don't know, but we have to, but they have given the value selling price, that is 120. Selling price is 120, profit percentage is 20 and cost price we don't know to calculate. So how to calculate the cost price? See here, very simple thing. What we know, the profit percentage or the loss percentage is always calculated on cost price. Okay, only for this example I am going to solve in detail. Please remember, for only this problem, for this example I am going to solve in detail. For the next varieties of problems directly I am going to solve. Okay, you also should practice in this manner only. Okay, for better understanding purpose I am going in detail. Okay, so cost price plus profit, cost price plus profit is equal to selling price. Cost price we have to calculate plus, what do you mean by profit? Profit is 20% that is calculated on cost price, that is calculated on cost price. So, in the place of profit we can write 20% cost price is equal to selling price, that is 120. We have to calculate the cost price. So, cost price, the entire cost price we are going to take for the calculation purpose. So, 100% of our investment we are going to take for the calculation purpose. So, 100% investment is nothing but 100% cost price. Okay. So, in the place of cost price, if we want to represent the cost price in the terms of percentage, then we have to write it as 100% cost price plus 20% cost price is equal to 120. So, 100% cost price plus 20% cost price, that is nothing but 120% of cost price is equal to 120. Now, 120% of cost price, if you want to represent this one as fraction, then it will be 120 by 100 into cost price is equal to 120. So, 120 get cancels. So, cost price is equal to rupees 100. Cost price is equal to rupees 100. See, this is the lengthiest procedure, but because for the better understanding purpose, I told you in detail. Okay, I told you in detail. Let me show you how to solve through shortcut.